Well, thankfully, excessive heat warnings expired earlier this evening. We no longer have to worry about that high heat that we saw for 2 days in a row, and both days eerily similar. Rockford hit 97 for a high both afternoons, also seeing a heat index up to 118. That's the third hottest heat index on record for Rockford, dating back to the 1950s. It's about how far back at least the heat index records go. Still, looking at one for the record books in a way as of the last couple days. We get a big change, though, going into the next 2 days. We'll be down 20 degrees, back to the upper 70s by Saturday. It's not all at once, but over the next couple days, you'll definitely notice a decrease in heat and humidity, eventually down to comfortable levels once we kick off the weekend. First cold front went through this evening, or still transitioning through the area, so we go from very hot and humid to warm and humid. Still somewhat muggy tomorrow, but we'll get a break on the heat and a big break on the humidity, dropping that heat index down. We had some isolated storms right along the state line as a result of that cold front. Many of you not likely seeing the storms, but seeing these storms off in the distance, especially at sunset. This was sent into us by Dave from Rockford, and you can see beautiful conditions. That sunshine kind of illuminating the underside of the storm, so you really get to see all the different structures of those strong storms as they went through Lake Geneva and into McHenry County before fizzling out. Later tonight, mostly cloudy. Temperatures a lot cooler, down about 10 degrees into the upper 60s. It still means a warm morning and a warm afternoon, but only back to 86. We drop about 10 degrees. Heat index a lot cooler. Still 90, so still hot at times, but not nearly the levels of heat that we experienced the past couple days. Isolated showers possible. You can see on Future Trek, though, mainly in the variety of sprinkles, as you can see going into the afternoon. So not much for rain, but don't be surprised if you do get a couple raindrops from time to time. We'll hold on to a slight chance for rain for the first night of Friday night football. When it comes to the high schoolers, definitely a warm night. We've got the 80s to 70s and still feeling a little bit of that heat index, but it's not the feels like 90s to 100s like we're feeling right now. So even an improvement there, even though we've got a muggy night ahead. Next cold front comes through as of tomorrow evening. It drops us into the 70s, and we stay about there into next week. Lots of sunshine, cooler weather in that long-range forecast. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, we're looking ahead to Labor Day weekend, and that does heat up a little bit, but not to the levels that we're just getting out of as we look towards next week's holiday weekend. And the 4-degree guarantee, just 2 off today. That still means cash total 1 day away from tying our record amount, hoping to get there tomorrow.